They promised immortality, then changed the rules. Once, in a city of glass and steel that stretched higher than the clouds, there lived a man named Elias. He was not a king or a warrior, but an ordinary man who worked in a small shop, repairing old clocks. Every day he wound the gears and polished the faces of timekeepers, watching as the hands moved in endless circles. Elias often wondered about time, how it slipped away so quickly, how people grew old while the clocks stayed the same. One evening, as he walked home beneath the neon lights, a stranger in a silver coat stopped him. "Do you fear death?" the stranger asked. Elias hesitated. Of course he did. Everyone did. The stranger smiled and handed him a card. "Then come to the Tower of Eternity. We have what you seek." The next day, Elias stood before the Tower of Eternity, a sleek black building that seemed to swallow the sky. Inside, men and women in white coats greeted him. "We can stop time for you," they said. "No more aging, no more death, just life forever." They called it the gift. Elias was not a foolish man. He asked questions. How does it work? The scientists showed him machines, tubes filled with glowing liquid. "We alter your cells," they explained. "Time cannot touch you anymore." It sounded like magic, but Elias had spent his life fixing broken things. He knew machines could be trusted if they were built well, so he signed the contract. He took the gift. For years, nothing changed. Elias remained as he was, no new wrinkles, no tired bones. His friends grew older. His neighbors passed away, but he stayed, watching the world move without him. At first, it was wonderful. He traveled, learned, saw the world shift and change. But then slowly, he noticed something strange. People who had taken the gift began to disappear. No warnings, no goodbyes. One day they were there, the next, gone. Elias asked the scientists. "They broke the rules," was the answer. "Immortality is only for those who follow the conditions." Conditions? There had been no conditions in the contract. At least none he had seen. But when he looked again, deep in the fine print, he found them. The gift may be revoked at any time, for any reason. And the rules had changed. The promise was a lie. Elias tried to run. He hid in the streets he once knew, but the city was not the same. The Tower of Eternity was everywhere, watching, always watching. Then one night, he heard a knock on his door. A voice called his name. He knew what it meant. As the door opened, Elias thought of the clocks in his old shop. They ticked and talked, reliable, unchanging. But time was never meant to stand still. And neither, he realized too late, were humans. The men in silver coats took him away. And just like that, Elias was gone. The next morning, the city went on as usual. The clocks still turned. The people still hurried to work. And the Tower of Eternity stood tall, offering its gift to anyone who dared to take it. But if you listen closely, in the quiet hours before dawn, you might hear a whisper in the wind, a warning from those who learned the truth too late. They promised immortality. Then they changed the rules.